Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your February 1st through 15th love reading. I am Princess India. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are an old subby, hello, my friend. How are you doing today? Wonderful. Okay, so anyway. So we are going to take a gander into you guys' love lives. We're going to look at you as well as your cross watcher. Oh, preliminary stuff. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. Personal readings with me. The waiting list is up. The only thing I'm doing now is getting my POS system together. And then all the people who are on the waiting list are going to be notified because I'm going to notify them first before I open to the general public. So if you wanted to get a reading with me, go ahead and hop on that waiting list. And the pre-registration for the Reiki course is now available. So aside from that, we are going to look at Gemini as well as their cross watcher. Oh, I'm just forgetting stuff. Congratulations on having the highest views as well as likes last month, Gemini. See you. But anyway, we're going to look at you as well as your cross watcher for the first 15 days of the month. And yeah, that's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to use the tarot sexual magic and the whispers of love. So we're going to ask Spirit to give us clear and direct guidance for my Geminis. For February 1st through 15th, Spirit, anything that they need to know, anything to assist them on their path, Spirit, anything to give them clarity and insight and a reference to their love lives. Please allow me to give them clear and direct guidance and clear and concise messages and a reference to Geminis and their love life. Please, Spirit, now thank you in advance. First card for Gemini, second card for the cross watcher. 1 second. You didn't see that. I mean, hear that. Did you see that? No, you didn't see that. I just dropped buku cards and Papa Legba on the ground. I am so sorry, Papa. Please, I'm gonna pick you up. The mother card's gonna stay down there. I was trying to get some sage, y'all. I was trying to get my sage together. My bad. This is the reason why I should, like, not let you see what's going on over here. Less embarrassing. My apologies, Gemini. I'm so sorry. And my sage don't want light. What is really going on in America? Okay. Thank you. Just trying to figure out what's going on. All I need is, like, to set something on fire now. That would just be perfect, wouldn't it? I would still upload this too. I just want you to know. Man, that is a disaster over there. It's a disaster site. It's a disaster site. Sorry, y'all. I had to get this up in here because something just wasn't feeling like I like it. Oh, Papa, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Papa. I'm so sorry. My bad, my bad, my bad. Don't look at me like that. I'm sorry. All right. Y'all know I had to be extra. I'm a Gemini rising. Leave me alone. You love me, right? Yeah, of course you do. All right. Now you're reading with cards everywhere. All right. First card for Gemini. Second for the cross watcher. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm sorry. It's like this all the time. So for Geminis, we have choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Free will. But I would say mostly choose love in the sense of, and this is something that's funny because Once Upon a Time is a show that I love and that I watched a great deal to the point that I needed to get my life together because I was spending hours binge watching it on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, you totally should. I'm going to tell you why. Because there are so many undertones in that show, like so many spiritual undertones. It is redonkulous. And with me watching it again recently, that's kind of what's been sticking out to me is how clear each of these stories is illustrating what happens when you choose from fear or love, right? So I haven't even gotten to the end of the series yet, but from where I'm at right now, like the whole theme of the show is that all of the villains are trying to have, like get the author of all of the fairy tales to rewrite the stories so that villains could have happy endings. But it really has nothing to do with the author, because the reason why villains can't have happy endings is because they're not choosing from a place of love. They're always choosing from a place of fear, and that place of fear being self-preservation. So the decisions that they're making, even though they could seem like they're kind, it's at the cost of another person and thus preserving themselves or someone that they love. And that's not, so there's always going to be a backlash to that. So that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. Is like whatever decision you make in reference to your love life, it's like, and not saying not to protect yourself. So I'm not clarify that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't protect yourself in the sense of like, in reference to others, like giving people like a free, free for all with crossing your boundaries and whatnot. But it's just making sure, more or less in the sense of allowing love into your life, you know what I mean? And not rejecting people or keeping people at bay solely out of fear, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But check that show out. Super, super, super good. Okay, next card is for Gemini's Cross Watcher. One card, Spirit. One card only. Any day now. I'm not going to turn that over yet. Hope those don't fall. Okay, and I'm going to get 3 cards for Gemini and 3 cards for the Cross Watcher from the Tarot of Sexual Magic if it doesn't slip out of my hand. I don't know what is going on with my mouth or my hands today, y'all. Just can't get it together. Okay, Spirit, 3 cards for Gemini and 3 cards for the Cross Watcher, please, Spirit. Anything they need to know, anything of utmost importance, please, Spirit. I ask that come to the forefront in this reading. Oops. One more time. Okay. Gemini, first card that we have for you is the Hierophant. Interesting. I don't know why that card makes me feel some type of way. This whole deck made me feel some type of way. Next card we have for you is the Four of Wands. Okay. Oh, well, dang. And then we have the Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay. This is conflicting, but interesting. Okay, so I want stability, but I fear commitment. How does that go exactly? I want stability, but I fear commitment. And then my attention gets brought back to this card, Choose Love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. I'm not saying that you shouldn't fear commitment, but that's conflicting. It's like I want one thing, but, I want stability, but I fear commitment. It's like, that makes sense. But what is it about commitment that you fear is what I'm interested in. That's interesting. Oh, never mind. I get it. Oh, let me put my leg down. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this is how I'm hearing this. I want stability, but I fear commitment. And the fear for commitment isn't that, like, a commitment phobe type of person. I feel like it's in reference to past situations. So it's kind of like, okay, being disappointed in love relationships and coming to a place where almost like warding it off, right? But I still want it though. It's like I want to be with someone, but it's almost like not wanting to take that. Oh, good Lord. Not wanting to take that risk that popped out. Oh, Three of Pentacles. That's interesting. But it's not wanting to take that risk because of what comes with it. I totally get that, completely understand. It's a conversation I have more often than not because truth be told, it's, we all desire the perks of love, but there's always a level of risk, and sometimes it's just better to not take the risk than prevent being hurt. But the thing is that you're going to stay in this place of, I want stability. I want to build something with someone. I want to be supported. I want to have that person in my life that I can rely on. But it's just the fear of like past experiences that you've had, whether it's third party situations, cheating, lying, being misled. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something that became commonplace, and it's the fear of ever ending up in something like that again. But I feel like that's what's this? The Seven of Wands. Oh, I'm not worried though, Jimmy. Oh, good Lord. All right. I'm not worried. With the Seven of Wands, you're coming to a place where, I don't know if I showed that to y'all or not. Did I? I don't know. Did I even show that? Did I show this to y'all? I don't know. Doesn't make a difference. Anyway, but the thing is that, okay, I can relate this to another person, because for those of you who are seeing someone, like say if you've been kind of procrastinating or pushing off with a commitment, like say if someone is asking you for a commitment, or if you're dating someone and you're kind of keeping distance, and if you're a cross watcher, I guess this would be a good intel for you. But it's the fact that Gemini wants it. They want stability, they want security, they want connection, they want to build something with someone, right? But it's like this fear of commitment isn't your atypical, like, I'm a playboy, play girl fear of commitment. It's just the fear of getting their hopes up. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I felt like I was struggling out here by myself and whatnot. But anyway, okay. But it's the fear of reliving the past and past circumstances. So that's the only thing that's kind of holding stuff off. And that's where the choose love comes in, Gemini. Is when I talked about in the beginning about choosing from a place of love and choosing from a place of fear. In reference to your love life right now, I think this procrastination or this delaying has come from choosing from a place. Oh, now I really want these cards. Has come from, oh, good Lord, sweet mother in America. Okay, sorry. But has come from choosing from a place of fear, or more or less, Spirit is bringing to your attention that the decisions that you've been making in reference to this relationship or love in general have been from a place of fear, and it's time to release that, because it's more or less that you're not in the same energy cycle that you were in, and things in your life have shifted, and it's a need now to attune your mind to the new energy that you're in, and that's by your decision making in a very practical, grounded, tangible way. It's in how it is that I'm moving forward. So it's not really so much about, the clouds parting or needing to have like a major epiphany. Not saying that you wouldn't, but it's just simply, instead of me choosing from what my past has been, I'm going to make a choice to go, to choose in the direction of what it is that I desire. And I understand that that's quite fearful, because like I said, it's the fear of third party situations, somebody lying, somebody not being clear about what this is or how this is. But I feel like you guys' energy in reference to love going forward now, it's going to be people who are more forthright, that are more, let me get this sentence out first before I say that, but people who are going to be more forthright, more honest, more clear about what their intentions are. And if you guys are dealing with someone oh, good Lord. Why are cards slipping out of my hands? But if you guys are dealing with someone right now, I feel like that's the energy this person is coming from. But the thing is that you don't have to fear anymore, because going forward in your love life, and even if you're single, and it's like knowing this going forward, choose from a place of love, because everything that you've been through has equipped you. So now it's like, you know what red flags to look for. You know what, deception feels like. To not wait for a person forever. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, it's a need for vulnerability. So yeah, don't act out of a place of fear or project onto this person your past experiences, because granted, always, be aware, keep your boundaries up, look for red flags, but don't push this person off or miss out on an opportunity with a person who would give you what it is that you're looking for based on past experiences, right? I'm going to clarify this Knave of Swords. Because let me say, wait, before I say anything. Why is the Page of Swords here, Spirit? Oh, Lord, that's 3 cards. Yeah. We have the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. Oh, yeah, man. See, the vibe I was getting with the Page of Swords is like, okay, not that you're stalking the person, because I feel like, well, I mean, some of y'all could be stalking them. It could be like, say, okay, if this is somebody that you're dating and you're like, like doing PI work, like doing been verified searches on this person and looking at their Facebook friends and just, checking them out type of deal. But you're not really engaging with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, if that's somebody that you actually know, like you Googling their name and things of the sort. But we could look at it that way. But the way that I'm kind of seeing it is reaching out, because I feel like even though you may be kind of delaying things with getting to know this person, or slowly coming forward to them in a sense, it's like, I feel like they're waiting for you. So with the Page of Swords here, I feel like you guys are going to start engaging with them going forward. And then with the 2 of Wands and the 5 of Cups and then the 6 of Swords, I see this as like engagement, not like marriage engagement. I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it if you just met each other. But anyway, hope not. That's not healthy. Anyway, but I see you guys making plans for the future. And it's more or less the any doubt, worry, or I don't want to go as far as to say sadness, because I don't really feel like it's like depression or anything, but disappointment that this person may have felt because of this distance that Gemini was putting between them two. I feel like you guys are going to be moving away from that and into a place to where the two of you are going to be connecting with each other. Now, looking at your cross watcher. Ooh, this is interesting. They have the Star. Oh, they have the World. Oh, goodness gracious. And the 5 of Swords. Oh, this is, wait, this is interesting. Oh, this is funny. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. Crosswatcher. Let me make you feel better. Okay. You know how I set up here, like with Gemini, non-committal, right? That's what it is that the crosswatcher is fearing the absolute most. It's like they're afraid that Gemini, like what Gemini is fearing the crosswatcher is the same thing the crosswatcher is fearing Gemini is. They're fearing that Gemini is one of those, well, I mean, some of y'all could be, because some Geminis are kind of non-committal. But Gemini rising, it's like, it's neither here nor there. But their fear is the fact that what Gemini is fearing about them, that's actually true. That Gemini may be kind of like a hit it and quit it kind of person, you know, not really want a solid foundation relationship type of deal. But past tense, in a sense, it's like they were desiring the world with Gemini. So I do feel like with a cross watcher, I feel like they got kind of ahead of themselves, I will say. Because it's like a fanciful kind of, it's almost like, okay, you meet Gemini, this person is everything it is that you could have ever fathomed, that you ever wanted in another human being, right? Like you didn't even know people like this existed on some stuff, right? But it's like as time kind of went on, and I think it was the assumption that, well, I can't say assumption, because I feel like rightfully so, ideally, when you meet somebody, things are going to grow progressively. So I feel like the cross watcher kind of got in this ideal of like, oh my gosh, like this is the one, da 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 da, and expected things to grow, but things just were going at a snail's pace in a sense. And now I feel like it's kind of this fear and worry of like, are they just, like, are they non-committal? Like, are they not about that relationship life? You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like with Gemini, it's just the fear of being hurt. But the cross watcher's perception is that they may be hurt. You know what I'm saying? This is so freaking adorable. Crosswatcher has turned your heart light on. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experience love. I feel like y'all are triggering each other, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like both of you and the crosswatcher both got hurt in very similar ways. And it's like, but y'all are two different. I mean, of course, y'all are two different people, but how am I trying to say this? I don't know how I'm trying to say this. It's like your makeup, it's not coming out right either. It's like y'all are dealing with the same issue, but y'all are like on opposing natures of how it is that you cope with things. So it's kind of like, okay, crosswatcher would be somebody who is like a helpless romantic, right? But it's like you've been disappointed so much that you inadvertently closed yourself off. You're just not aware of it. So it's almost like the fact that, okay, like you met Gemini, and mind you, because I'm treading lightly when I say this, because I don't want you to think I'm saying this in a negative way, but everybody's personality is different. But it's more or less like the cross watcher went into like a fanciful, like, oh my gosh, like this is the one type of thing. And I think it's just because of the personality type where you have a tendency to idealize people when you meet them. Even though you've been disappointed a lot, it's like you've never lost hope and love. But the thing I'm seeing is that it's like a level of emotional unavailability. But I'm seeing it with both of you having the same issue. You both desire partnership and commitment and steadiness and growth and expansion in a relationship. Y'all both want that in a relationship, but you're both fearing it. Like, and I feel like both of your fears are coming to the forefront in the sense that commitment for Gemini equals bondage. It equals domination, conformity, I can't be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just unrest. I don't know what we're doing type of deal. And I feel like for the cross watcher, it's like your narrative is more of meeting people and them being the ideal at first, and then either they ghost you or they'll sleep with you and they'll never officially commit, or it'll just end up being like a sex thing or whatever. But that's never your intent of wanting that. But that's just kind of how things have always turned out, right? But in the bigger scheme of things, you're, oh, wow. Why am I being told this? Okay, this is really strange. If you're a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus, and you're watching this reading for somebody who is also a Gemini, whether it's in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, Spirit is saying that if you're if you're both Geminis in whatever part of your chart and you're confused because you're like, which one is me? This is really crazy. Spirit is saying that the first row is for the person that you're cross watching for. And you fall under the cross watcher even if you are a Gemini. Because if you're coming to watch this video for someone who also has Gemini in their chart, the cross watcher row is for you. I can't today, y'all. What is going on in America? Anyway, but it's like you guys have the same fears, it just manifests differently. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with the cross watcher person, they never lost hope and love, but you don't realize that you're also emotionally unavailable. So you're kind of closed off. You won't allow yourself to be vulnerable, which is why you went from best person in the world to they probably just like everybody else type of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because our emotions don't switch that easily with people unless they're like shallow emotions. So, and not saying that you don't feel something for the person, but like I say, turn your heart light on. Meaning in the sense that there's self-protection going on. But I feel that with both of you. Both of you are being very self-protective. You know what I'm saying? But it has nothing to do with each other. It's because of past experiences and y'all are kind of projecting on each other right now. But that's cool. You know, we just came out of a cycle. So, I mean, everybody's kind of wrapping stuff up. But I don't even know if I read you what was on the card. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on the time when you experienced love. Okay, yeah, I did read that. But it's needing to reattune to that energy. You know? And I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It could be from your childhood, you know, like Six of Cups kind of energy. So it's needing to get back in that energy vibration in order to move forward with this, which is very similar to what it is with Gemini as well, of choosing love. So it's you guys making a step in the direction of an energetic shift to move you out of the energy that you've been operating in for some time, to put you into an element of vulnerability, to be open to taking a chance on love, in so many words. Oh, that's too many cards. We're not doing that, not today. I really didn't want this reading to be this long. Ha! Free yourself. You're daggone right. Turn your heart light on, cross watcher. Free yourself. I just want to clarify this Five of Swords before I let y'all go. But no, but for real though, it's time to take back control of your life. Exactly. Because I feel like you're in your feelings right now, cross watcher. And it's, again, like I said with Gemini, it's very, very fear based. What is the Five of Swords about spirit? It's very fear based, but I'm not really oh, you the little Seven of Cups and things and whatnot and whatever. Yeah. So I'm not really so much concerned about y'all, because especially seeing this under these cards we have for the Gemini person, I do feel like they're going to come towards you because it's just needing to overcome their fear, but it's an old mindset with them that needs to close out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we're at we're all kind of purging out the remnants of the cycle that just closed with the blood moon and all that good stuff. So a lot of fears, or the remnants of fears, are coming up to the surface. So I don't feel like the Gemini person or the cross watcher has malicious intent or anything of the sort. I just think it's two people who are terrified, who are emotionally unavailable, not because they're narcs or jerks or anything of the sort. It's just both of the people have been through a great deal in their past in reference to love. I think both of these people are a really good match for each other, but it's just a need to overcome fears of power struggles, third party situations, ghosting, not being clear about where the relationship is heading. And I do honestly see this kind of wrapping up in the near future with both of you recognizing the beauty in the other and seeing that each other are or will be an asset to each other's life. And I see you guys both together. I feel like I've said this before. I don't know to who, but I said something along the lines of meeting, and this was, I think, in the January readings, meeting someone who has a very similar background to you as far as being hurt and taken advantage of by people. But it's like the remnants of your healing cycle, the two of you would complete together. Like, this is exactly what it is that I'm talking about. It's not that these are two people who are actively in their wounding and stuff like that. It's just almost like your wound being so healed to the point that there's a massive scab on it, and the scab is kind of trying to fall off, and you're trying to keep it on there type of deal. So, I just feel like this is a trigger, but the positive part is it's a trigger on both of your ends that's going to kind of rip the scab off so you can move forward. Sorry for that graphic explanation and whatnot, or whatever. But anyway, Gemini, that has been your February 1st through the 15th. Okay, now Spirit's telling me that it's always the first readings I do for the month that I'm so discombobulated. A surrender card is Aries. So one card. Okay. Surrender your ego. Go ahead and be vulnerable, dagnabbit son of a gun. Trying to self-protect out of fear. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. I'm just saying. Stop trying to self-protect. Spirit got your back, dagnabbit. Let love in and love each other. Invite me to the wedding. Okay. It's been your reading. Love your face. Deuces.